As we welcome 2017, we here at Business and Leisure have stocked up on more interesting features for your pleasurable viewing. Let's start off with this week's Strictly Business feature, where a young man who merely wanted to give vent to his creativity ended up with a business venture close to nature that is proving to be viable and with a lot of potentials.
Meet Mr. Carlos Sumquang, one of the growing number of millennials who have gone into entrepreneurship.
Immediately after graduating from college, I was invited, of course, by my father to join the family business. Basically, the family business is engaged in organic fertilizers. So usually, most of the time, I'm actually in the rural areas trying to push the product. So communicating with the farmers, with the dealers. And actually, it went on for 3 to 4 years pushing organic fertilizers immediately after college.
Having been steeped into agriculture because of the family business, it was only natural for Carlos to go into the business of growing kits for various plants.
When people ask me how Manila Grow Kit started, I always tell them the true story. That Manila Grow Kit started because I was sort of like missing an important part of my life, which is doing arts or creating stuff. So I think I can say that it's an offshoot of the family business. Ang initial purpose for me of this particular project is for me to have an outlet of my creativity. So parang thinking what resources the family business has. It has to be agriculture in nature. And then I was thinking of a product that I can easily market here in Metro Manila since this is my dwelling place. So hence I initially started tinkering with the idea of putting up a grow kits. So for the first 3 months, it really served me the purpose of really having an outlet for my creativity. I was having fun trying to design the box, the label. I was copywriting. Every text in the box is actually conceptualized by me. So for the first 3 months talaga, it really served me the purpose of really having an outlet for my creativity. And then up until the first prototype of the product arrived. So since it's a grow kit, you have to try planting it. And then I tried planting it, siguro for the first 3 days, walang lumabas. And then on the 4th day, it sprouted. And whenever I tell the story of Manila Grow Kits, I always parang zoom into this particular day because for the first time in my life, I've grown something. I've been working for an agriculture company for almost 3-4 years, but never ako nag-try to actually grow something. And then here comes a simple project, a project just for me to have an outlet of my creativity. And then seeing a basil sprout, I always tell them that it's really magical. And since then on, as the saying goes, there's this history. So we've been trying our very best to really replicate that amazing feeling of really planting and seeing something grow right in front of your eyes.
Carlos started his small company as a sole proprietorship. Soon after, though, he realized that starting one's own business was not that simple, and realizing that he can realize the potentials of the business better with the help and contribution of other serious entrepreneurs, he welcomed the idea of help.
It all started with Anton Panhon, a friend of mine from the MBA. During the time that I was trying to refine the concept of Manila Grow Kits. He went to me and then said, why don't you open it up to partners? Because during the time, it's just a single proprietorship. So it's basically just me and one staff doing everything, production, promoting sa social media, we have delivery. I am basically doing everything from start to finish. And then here comes Anton trying to ask me to open it up because during the time he was trying to find for possible business ventures for him. So parang ako, during the time, parang as an entrepreneur siguro it's parang mahirap for you to open it up, lalo na it's on its parang prime, so to speak. So during the time it was really hard for me to really open it up with partners. But kulit siya ng kulit, and then I was trying to really push the meeting and the presentation siguro for 2 or 3 months. And then one day I just said to myself na parang sige, why not? So I prepared the presentation for them. I presented with Anton, and it was all parang sabi niya maganda yung business concept. And then during that time, I really tried to assess the operations. And I've come to realize that ang nangyari is parang ako na yung naging limitation ng company. Why is that? Because since it's a single prop, it's basically just me and one staff. So whatever I know about marketing, whatever I know about sales, whatever I know about branding and design, yun na yung pwedeng ma-reach lang nung business. So during that point in time, I presented it to Anton. And then, naisip ko, hey, why not? Why not open it up to partners? Then I started talking to close friends of mine who are good in marketing, who are good in branding and design, good at PR and collaborations, and good at sales. And then, so I was presenting this. I prepared kasi parang short presentation lang. And then I was just so overwhelmed about how passionate they feel about the business. So since then on, parang napapayag ko sila sort of to join the business, to join the project.
If you ask Carlos, the birthday of this business venture is March 23, 2015, when his first plant sprouted. However, the business took off when he invited partners in to join him, and that was in 2015.
It took us almost a year to really have like attraction. So parang kami, it's more of like just giving it to people and then please try. But eventually got traction. And then people started noticing the good cause of the business. Na we're in it to really educate people and help people grow their first plant.
Carlos started with online orders, selling to family and friends, and of course, the usual route of joining bazaars where he got first-hand feedback from customers.
First, ang naririnig namin, shit, may black thumb ako. It's always that. The people here in Metro Manila have a preconceived idea na hindi nila kayang mag-grow. So for us, instead of taking it as a downer, ginawa namin as a challenge for us to really push them na parang mahawakan pa lang nila yung box namin. They'd feel excited to grow a plant. So ang initial reaction for us is, first, during the initial phase of Manila Grow Kits is may black thumb kami, ganyan. But we tried to revise and redevelop yung branding namin. So as paghawak nila ng Grow Kits namin, they'd feel excited as opposed to feeling na parang we cannot do it.
Here is a business that did not entail a big capital. Carlos shares that most of his initial expenses came from the packaging and labels, which they designed with a lot of creativity and research. From his initial basic Grow Kit, the company now has ventured into its own variations.
This is the flagship product. This is the Sow and Grow Plant Kit. When we launched last year, ito lang yung product namin, we only have this. And then we only have this and then 7 plants to choose from. But well, a couple of months after and brainstorming, after a couple of brainstormings, we have different products. We have the plant kit right now. We also have the seedling kit. So we have the garden kit. So basically, ang difference lang of the different products is the plant kit will enable you to grow your plants na full size. So it will eventually look like this. This one is hot pepper. I think this one is 2 or 3 months already.
Manila Grow Kit seems to have hit the market well, perhaps because they make the perfect gifts for just about anyone.
For the bare months, we usually sell around 1,000 boxes. It's a month, or usually it's very shady. Although we usually parang try to say na it's on the last quarter of every year. That's our biggest month.
And since there are now more heads than one to strategize and plan their marketing, Carlos says things are looking good for their small company. However, he is also quick to point out that going into partnership with others may constitute one of the challenges that one needs to hurdle in the beginning.
First, trying to put up your own business is really hard, given na yan. But I guess when I started inviting people in, it's the way you work together. Siguro, one of the biggest challenges for Manila Grow Kits when we invited partners in is we have differing opinions, and all of us are young, very opinionated. We have our own parang perspective on things. The challenge for you inviting people in is to really trying to make it work, trying to adjust, trying to rally people, trying to adjust basically. Yun yung pinakamalaking challenge for Manila Grow Kits.
But they seem to have hurdled that one quite well. And his advice to young entrepreneurs?
Well, I heard this advice a couple of years ago, And I think ito yung pinaka-applicable when people ask me of advice is it's really okay to ask for help. When I started Manila Grow Kits, parang very egotistic na parang I can do it all by myself. But eventually, you'll reach that point na it's really, really important for you to get some help. And I guess for entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs, it's one of the most hardest things to accept is that you need help, and it's really okay to find some help.
And if you're one of those who find magic in watching something grow right in front of you, or if you believe that going back to nature and to agriculture can only be beneficial and healthy, heed the advice of Carlos.
So for everyone who are looking for a perfect hobby or activity and a mindful gift for any occasion, you can visit us at our website. It's www.manilagrowkits.com, or visit us at our Facebook account and Instagram. It's facebook.com/ManilaGrowKits and instagram.com/ManilaGrowKits.
I'm sure you will agree with me that that is a noble idea for a business. We wish Manila Grow Kits well for 2070.